Now, we did reach out. In fact, I personally tried to reach out to two senior Congress leaders, asking them to be part of this program in a one-on-one conversation to respond point by point to what Mahesh Jethmalani had to say and what the BJP, in fact, has been alleging in the report we carried earlier on. They chose not to be a part of this particular program. We would hope that they do come on board subsequently. Meanwhile, Shashi Tharoor, the Congress leader, has said that Nishikant Dubey violated several parliamentary rules and that they met the Speaker to get Dubey's statements expunged. Let's listen in.
When Mr. Nishikant Dubey made an outrageous statement in which he violated at least 3 clear rules of the Parliament. Number 1, you cannot attack people in a defamatory manner. Number 2, you cannot take anyone's name without giving them notice in writing in advance. And number 3, you cannot assault the parliamentary privilege of an MP. He violated all those 3 rules and he was allowed to go on speaking and ranting for quite some time. So we objected to that. The House was initially adjourned. We went to see the Speaker and we said, look, this has to be expunged from the record. The person must apologize. You can't do this kind of thing. That has still not happened.
Well, joining us now, Dr. S.A.S. Hafizullah, National Spokesperson of the DMK, and Rajat Sethi, the political analyst. Dr. Hafizullah, to you first. The entire allegation is that a certain narrative was being peddled over here in India on the basis of reports which were coming from outside. How is that in our national interest?
See, on one hand, we call our Prime Minister as Vishwaguru, and the whole world is rallying behind. And on the other hand, when such allegations come, we come up with a new theory of conspiracy against our Vishwaguru. Both cannot be true. Okay, if one is true and then the other thing is going to be false. Here, you want to make Modi ji look as a Vishwaguru where the whole world is very surprised about this leadership and he's invincible and he is, you cannot break his clout or anything. On the other hand, you are telling that there are foreign forces, the foreign governments, and all this is happening. So I feel, one of these two is the right thing to say, but BJP for its political convenience. Now the pinpoint question, leave Soros, if they want to prove what is that the government is doing by not accepting for a JPC on the allegations made against the Adani Green Energy Limited. So that will sort the issue. Whenever this government is in crisis, whenever there are questions asked against this government, what happens is that you say there are Western interests, there are interests against this government, there are interests against this country. The pin inquiry of the alleged charges of corruption on the government officials. That is the simplest question that needs to be answered. I don't want to go with what Soros is thinking. I don't want to go with what anti-Indian forces are thinking. My point is very clear and it is simple that if such allegations have come up involving a business house which is allegedly to be close with the ruling dispensation today, the ruling dispensation has the onus to invite an investigation, JPC monitored investigation. We know how there is already the JPC which has been set up against Madhuri Bush, where we know for every summons there is a reason which has been given by her and not coming to dispose of in front of the JPC. So all these things will add to something. So now the onus is on the government to come clean rather than putting these conspiracy theories of Soros or other things like that. That is what I feel the government should be doing rather than claiming foreign theories.
All right, Rajat, go ahead. You had a point to make.
This is heights of absurdity and heights of hypocrisy. He is quoting, this gentleman from DMK is quoting the same report in which his own party and his own government has been indicted, that they have been accused of taking bribes. Now he comes out here blabbering something on JPC and whatnot, and he still doesn't,
No. See, this is not the language I expect.
I did not intervene when you were speaking. Have the courtesy. Mr. Have the
Dr.
courtesy.
Hafizullah, don't worry. Dr. Hafizullah, we don't shout on this program. I will let you answer. Let him make his point.
National television.
Dr. Hafizullah, 1 second.
You had full time to dish out your nonsense.
Dr. Hafizullah,
you need to keep quiet now.
Rajat, hold on 1 second. Can I talk to both of you? All right, Dr.
This cannot
Hafizullah.
hold on like this.
Dr. Hafizullah, we don't shout on this program. Rajat, hold on one
Mind
second.
your words.
Dr.
Don't
Hafizullah.
respect
Cannot carry on. He
Dr.
cannot step in
Hafizullah.
when I'm speaking. He
Dr.
needs to have that
Hafizullah,
basic
keep your voice
decency.
down. I will come to you next. We
Expecting
don't have to fight.
decency from
See,
DMK
stop him from
functionaries is
using
next
Could
to
you bring
impossible.
down Dr.
Parliamentary
Hafizullah's
words.
audio, please? Dr. Hafizullah, we'll come to you next. Rajat, go ahead with your point.
You know, what is astonishing is how a simple statement of fact rattled the DMK, and then he had to come in and butt in into my time. He will have his own time to speak and clarify what he needs to. But what is there in black and white is the report that he was quoting right now for JPC, for the basis of JPC, has his own government in the state of Tamil Nadu equally indicted for accepting bribes. That is fact number one. Now, number two, there has been, so much amount of chatter. I don't believe that the BJP sponsored this French media to publish that story. That story came out with its own merit, and the BJP here is picking up that and trying to do a press conference on it. If the Congress party and the entire ecosystem around the Congress party can quote any reports or any Hindenburg report or any indictment-based report to build a case around themselves, can the BJP not pick similar reports out of a media house which is supposedly independent and has published a very serious sort of an accusatory position on the Congress party?
Okay.
Where is the problem? Why are you not addressing the elephant in the room?
Okay, hold on
The
a second.
elephant in
Dr.
the room
Hafizullah,
clearly
please
is
go ahead, sir,
that
respond to
there
that.
is a vicious triangle wherein the Congress party is hand in glove.
Okay, Rajat, hold on. Rajat, hold on.
Ecosystem.
Dr. Hafizullah, go ahead. Yeah.
Am I also allowed to step in when he speaks?
No, you're not.
Please lay the
No,
floor.
no one is
No,
allowed to
please
step
lay
in.
the-
No, I'm being
Conspiracy
biased.
and please say
I'm
that.
not allowing you to step in. Okay, Dr. Hafizullah, please go ahead. All right, we'll try and get that line back. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Hafizullah.
See, as you said, you don't. You said that you don't allow the guest to shout, but I think you should also make sure that words like blabbering, all this should not be used because these are all unparliamentary.
All right.
So coming to
No,
the
this is
point,
not a
yes,
parliament.
if the indictment is true, it is my government which is. You have to be civilized. It's parliament or not, it's just being civilized. So coming to the point, the thing is, so it is not just a media report. It is an indictment report from the judiciary of the US. Okay, it is named my government, and it is we who are asking for a JPC. Let us make it clean. Even if we are
Let
not
Stalin
so
resign
we are
first.
not hiding away
Let
from the
Stalin
JPC.
resign first.
Let us
How
bring
can
out.
he be an
Let's see.
interested party
Why
and
should
sit
we
on the
resign?
chair?
What? See.
Stalin is he.
What is this logic, boss? What is this logic? JPC is not going to head only by me. Please read the political process and the parliamentary powers of the JPC. It is a committee. It is a committee, boss. It is a committee. Please stand out. Please
No.
see.
You stepped down.
I am really sorry. I am really sorry that I have to argue with this kind of a debate. JPC, let it come. Why should I resign? What does the state government has to do with the JPC? He doesn't even understand that. You still rally behind the SEBI chairperson on whom the allegation is. They will not resign. SEBI will continue. All this will continue. But a chief minister has to resign just because there's an indictment. What kind of an argument is this? What kind of a logic is this? And I don't know what to say. I cannot waste my time on this. The JPC demand is also from the DMK.
Okay, look,
JPC
both of
will
you, we are
consist
up on time
member
on
of
this
parliament
debate.